shout out to the Shade Room. They posted a video clip of Cardi B performing live on stage, and what they said was hashtag press play, hashtag Cardi B hits the stage at the 2018 hashtag Global Citizen Festival in New York City for her first big performance since the birth of her baby girl via at GLBLCTZN. So Jaheim 122 said she has no stage presence, to which Hennessy Carolina replied by saying at Jaheim 122, but Nicki be on drugs on stage looking like a crackhead. The Shade Room said hashtag Hennessy, hashtag stepped into the Shade Room with the hashtag post and delete. And Hennessy posted a cute picture wearing a very colorful outfit on Instagram, and she said, I said what I said, outfit at Fashion Nova. Here's the thing. Why did you delete it after you said it? And then you're bragging about how you said what you said, then why delete it? Look, man, what, did you think that she was going to sue you for defamation? But anyways, guys, so, you know, you got people saying that Cardi B had or has herpes. You got people saying that Nicki Minaj is on drugs and looking like a crackhead. I mean, this shit is corny at this point. I mean, now Hennessy is like all up in the beef. She keeps saying shit about Nicki. It's just really, really dumb at this point. I love Hennessy, but she needs to just stay out of it. Like, Cardi needs to move on with her career. Just not talk about Nicki. Nicki needs to move on with her career. Just not say anything about Cardi. Because it's not going to end well. Like, I saw what happens. Anyways, I mean, like, I had a vision. Oh, snap. Yes, I got my That's So Raven on and had my vision of what the hell is going to happen. And it doesn't end well at all. And there's people involved in this beef that y'all don't even know. Like, there's people behind the scenes, like, for example, from their past. Like, people who people have been connected to. Like, Cardi, Henny, Nicki. People who know them individually. Some people know them separately. Some people know them collectively, like know 2 or 3 of them. You know what I mean? Like, some people know Nicki and Cardi. And these people have vested interest in seeing something happen, seeing it boil over, spill over, just, you know, turn into something bigger than what it's been so far, whether you realize it or not. So there's more people involved in this whole situation than what y'all understand. Remember, New York City may be a big city, but they come from the same place, you know? Queens and the Bronx. It's just really bad for business. It's really bad for hip hop. And if you guys want to see female rappers make it and be able to compete with the top men, then you need Cardi and Nicki around. But as of right now, well, you guys will see what happens. But long story short, this doesn't end pretty. Let's put it like that. And everybody knows that I'm all about pretty. I'm all about fighting the war on pretty. You know, Hennessy Carolina is such a beautiful, underrated, talented, coochie eating designer. And they say that everybody in fashion is a fruit. And here Hennessy is over here munching on peach. But anyways, guys, that ain't none of my business. My point is this though, man. Hennessy Carolina is just such a beautiful woman. And look, guys, I just hope that the beef slows down, comes to a screeching halt. Hopefully these ladies will find peace within themselves, find peace with each other, and say, you know what, she can exist peacefully. I can exist peacefully on the same planet. I don't have to say anything about her. Hopefully family members will stay out of it in the future. I've never seen any of Nicki Minaj's family members that I can name ever get into this bullshit. And I just can't wait for the beef to stop. And I hope it doesn't stop the way that I saw it stop. Because it's really terrible. Really terrible news coming a little later. Not that much longer. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about it below. Meat Magazine on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Meat Magazine blog and Instagram. Share this video on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, 2 cans with a string in the middle, telepathically. That way everybody in the Mama 2 knows your girl Hennessy Carolina is out here talking major shit on social media once again. And she's bragging about what she said. I said what I said. But yet she deleted it for some reason. I wonder why. I know that if I said it, I wouldn't delete it personally. And that really has me questioning, you know, whether or not she really realizes what could happen if she did get sued for defamation by Nicki Minaj, somebody with money like that, who's reportedly worth like $85 million. Listen, if Nicki wanted to be petty, she could just take $1 million and just like sue Henny for defamation of character and make it this big thing, you know, just to screw with her money. Because to her, $1 million is nothing. It's literally nothing. When you have 85 million, you can blow $1 million. She could literally just go take $1 million and just go shopping just for fun, just to say that she did it, and just go post shit on Instagram just to flex. That's how long her money is. And once you have $85 million, like the world is your oyster. If she wanted to be petty, she could do that, knowing good and well that Henny wouldn't really get into that much trouble as far as like the court system, the law is concerned, just for saying that. It's not. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. But the point is just to bankrupt her or just to mess with her mind, just to get at her. Like, oh, like, you want to say this about me, bitch? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that'd be crazy if she did that. That'd be really, really crazy. But, you know, there's some petty celebrities out here. She lucky she didn't say the shit about Gilbert Arenas. Now, Gilbert Arenas is the goddamn king of petty. Grown men shouldn't be petty, but then again, grown women shouldn't be petty either. But the point is this, though, guys. Everybody should just stop mentioning each other. Because it's whack. It's really, really lame at this point. You know? You got people beefing that don't even need to be beefing. Nicki and Cardi have separate careers, and Hennessy is in a whole different field. She's in the fashion. Even though it's connected to music, because, you know, musicians are typically very fashionable. But it's like, it's just really unnecessary for Hennessy Carolina to be saying something like that. Nobody even mentioned Nicki's name that I know of. But the funny thing about it is, let's just be real here. Currently, at this point, I think Cardi may be a little better lyrically. Just like how Remy Ma is like way better lyrically than Nicki, but then again, Nicki is better at everything else. And honestly, it's the everything else outside of lyricism that make rappers big and successful and keep them around. Because the industry isn't really ran off of lyrics, it's more or less an underground thing. That's what people were quote unquote real hip hop heads. But as far as the industry is concerned, as far as how you're going to sell and how successful you're going to be in general overall, it's predicated on whether or not you're a good live stage performer, whether or not you have the right voice. It's how your voice sounds in the track. It's your beat selection. It's the connections that you have. It's literally everything else. And Nicki Minaj, other than lyricism, has every advantage over Cardi. As far as her, you know, her being around for so long, her having the right connections, her being on a better label than Atlantic Records, you know, the flow and delivery, her stage presence, like literally like everything else except for lyricism. That's Cardi's strong point. That's why I said, you know, instead of Cardi throwing a shoe on some stupid shit, what she should have did was, if anything, put out a diss record. Because either way, Cardi would win. Even if Nicki did beat her lyrically, it would be good promotion for Cardi, and it would just be a distraction for Nicki. Because her spot has already been solidified. That's why she didn't have to respond to Remy. She literally just could have put out a tweet like, Remy who? And that would have just been it, or just not said anything. That's extremely powerful. Literally. See, this is why I don't think that Hennessy understands power. I don't know. Maybe Hennessy doesn't want to be powerful. But there's nothing more powerful than not saying shit. When you don't, like, do you ever see the Queen of England clapping back at anybody? She's the Queen of England. That's why she doesn't clap back. That's why, if you notice, Kim Kardashian barely ever says anything to anybody. Same thing with Beyonce. You don't see Beyonce arguing with these goddamn fools on social media, even when they talk shit about her child. They make fun of Blue Ivy so many times, calling her ugly, talking about her hair, how nappy her hair is, she needs to do something with her hair, this, that, and the third. Beyonce didn't respond to that crap. She's Queen Bee. She's far too powerful to respond. That's why it's shocked me in recent times that Nicki Minaj has been responding to some things, including the beef with Jerome Trammell on Twitter. Jerome Trammell, something like that. Shout out to him. It's really amazing that somebody who's at the level that Nicki Minaj is at is willing to respond to anything that anybody has to say, because she's the biggest female rapper ever, and unless somebody comes with fake stats, they're not going to catch up with her. or at least not for a very long time. We won't see another Nicki Minaj in hip hop. At least that's what it seems like at the moment, as of September 30th of 2018. As of recording this, we're not going to see another Nicki Minaj for many years, if ever again, in hip hop. And a lot of y'all might say, well, what about Cardi? You know, she's breaking records, this, that, and the third. It's amazing. Listen to me, guys. It's amazing that Cardi B is, quote, breaking all these records from the first single, starting at the first single. Like, Atlantic Records didn't even let for her second album to come out for them to do what they're doing. I mean, Cardi is a success. She's definitely a platinum selling artist, multi-platinum on, you know, certain singles and whatnot. She's successful. She's one of the biggest rappers in America. But I don't even know what she's doing internationally. And that's the thing. I keep hearing about what she's doing domestically. What is she doing internationally, which I'm going to have to look into. But basically, you know, Cardi B is a success and everything, and I'm not trying to take anything from her, and I'm very happy for her, and she should be, and I wish her nothing but more success. But Atlantic Records is full of crap. As far as some of these accolades that they're saying, like she's breaking this record and that record, this the one after 18 years of Lauryn Hill going #1, and she's the first female rapper, this, that, and the third, like, that was not true. There's like 6 companies, or is it 5 now? It's like 5 or 6 companies that control about 90 to 90+% of what you see in the media. They control radio, television, etc. There's very few companies that are putting this information in front of your eyes, which then goes into your brain, to get downloaded into your brain. So the simple fact that there's just a handful of companies that own or control just about everything, it's like they pretty much dictate, they choose what becomes #1 for the most part. And if you don't believe me, and I'm going to make a separate video about this, talking about this topic, but you got to look at it like this. What accolades did Cardi have? What the hell was Cardi doing when she was making mixtapes? Was she going #1 then? Or was it after she signed a major recording contract? Where was Nicki at? What was Nicki's place in hip hop when she was rapping on DVDs and putting out mixtapes 10 years ago? Was she anywhere near where she's at today? No, right? Neither one of them. And the reason why, and you might say, if you're really stupid, okay, you're attacking female rappers. No, retards. I'm not attacking anybody. What I'm saying to you is this, though. Some people are just so, oh, God. Excuse my language. No offense to retarded people. I didn't mean it like that, okay? I did not mean it like that at all. I promise you. Jesus, I didn't mean to say the R word. You got to look at it like this. The whole point of signing a major recording contract is so that you can get those accolades. So you can have the #1 record and all that other crap. Neither one of them were anywhere near that point in their career when they first started. And it wasn't because they first started. Because like I said, straight out the gate, Cardi B's first single becomes the #1 after 18, 19 years. The first since Lauryn Hill, really. First solo female rapper to hit #1 in the charts, really. But yeah, that's the whole thing about being in the industry, you know. And like I'm going to say in the other video, one of the things that I took note of was they were saying that I think it was the streaming numbers for Queen Bee, Beyonce, her husband Jay-Z, and Kanye West, 3 title artists. Nicki's another title artist as well. They were saying that some of their numbers were like inflated or exaggerated or whatever. And you don't think that Cardi's numbers are exaggerated as well? I would have said that Nicki's numbers were exaggerated, but I haven't seen any evidence for sure, which I will be looking for it before I make the video I'm going to make. Because if I see anything, I'm damn sure going to mention it. But basically, neither one of them were #1 or #2 or #3 or #10 before they signed major recording contracts. And that's the whole point of being in the industry, is that you can do things that people who are independent can't do. That's the whole point. But anyways, guys, who has a better stage presence, Nicki or Cardi? And what do you guys think about Hennessy Carolina stepping into the beef and saying something so disgusting? Are you here for that, or are you against it? I'm completely against this shit. These women can make their own music, go back to their corners, mind their business, leave each other alone. make records, entertain us. Because stuff like this is exactly what makes people not like people. I mean, saying something like that was just completely unnecessary. I don't want to see anybody saying Cardi's on drugs or Nicki's on drugs or Henny's on drugs. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. But anyways, guys, I love Hennessy Carolina. You know, she's freaking amazing. I hope that she gets her own reality TV show, or like I suggested, I personally think that it would be in Cardi's best interest if she gets a reality show with her sister. You know, there's a lot going on in their lives as far as fashion and music is concerned. Let's not forget the fact that Star Brim is locked up. That's something else that could be showed in the show. Bring cameras into the jail, Cardi and Hennessy visiting her. They could talk about whatever happened, the falling out with Hood Celebrity. You know, what Hennessy Carolina has going on with fashion, what Cardi B has, going on with music. You know, they can have an amazing reality TV show. There's so much going on. Their mom is a beautiful woman. We would like to get to know more about her, their parents, their upbringing. If I'm not mistaken, Cardi B went to like some high school for like performing arts or whatever. You know. So there's a lot of stuff, man, that they've either been through or that they're going through currently. Things are going to be up and coming. You know, new baby, a husband for Cardi. I mean, this is so much going on, so much that's going to go on, that it'd be really great if Cardi had her own reality TV show. And I'm sure that some network would give her a couple mil to do that. You know? Give Cardi like $2 million. Make Hennessy the sidekick, give her like $1 million. Or knowing these networks, they might give her $500,000. You know? Go ahead and shoot that first season. It'll be a success. Then y'all get your raises and get even more money. You know, have Offset appearing on a few episodes. Make it basically centered around Cardi, in this order: Cardi, Hennessy, and then just everything else. It'll be really like Cardi's show, but have Hennessy as like the sidekick. What do you guys think about that idea? Do you think it's a good idea? All right, y'all, I gotta go. I've been rambling for 17 minutes. If you can hear me talk about this and my different thoughts on everything, you can leave a comment. Do you think Hennessy was out of pocket? Do you think she was on point? Meat Magazine on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. I know y'all are not going to follow me, especially not on Twitter, which is where I be. I'm not really on Instagram like that. I'm not really active on there. I have trouble with my account. I can't reach my DMs and whatnot. Haven't been able to reach them for like months and months now, going on a year. But I'm on Twitter all the time, man. Meat Magazine. You know, hit me up on there. Follow me. Retweet this video on Twitter. Just click the retweet button. It's just that simple. You don't have to repost it. Just literal retweet, right? And if you want to, you can include a comment like, I love this video, or whether or not you think that it's cool that Hennessy said what she said. But please retweet this video, and I'll probably get 1 retweet, if that, if not 2. I know that y'all are not going to do that. And at least post a comment below, even if you just said hi, H-I, period. 3 characters, or just 2 H-I without the period. Or you can include an exclamation point in there, or a question mark. I don't give a damn. But Meat Magazine right here on YouTube. You know, 2018 is my last year. If for some reason I come back in 2019, then that will have to be my last year for sure. But it's looking like 2018 is like, I think I'm going after this year, guys.